Hey guys, today I will be replacing the handguard to my ZPAP92, and I'm going to install the TDI lower handguard and the Khyber Customs upper handguard. So I'm going to show you how to install that with a punch kit, and then ultimately install the rail scale M-lock railings on the handguard. First, ensure that your gun is clear. Now we're going to take off the dust cover, apply some pressure, and it just kind of pops up. And if you can't do that, take a little punch and then it will come out. Now we're going to take out the spring, take out the bolt carrier group through piston, and then to take off the front handguard, you're going to just depress this little pin right here. So we're gonna push that up and push this in. It won't come out easily. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a hammer and that came in. That pops off. Okay, now to take off the lower portion of our handguard, there's a little pin right here. We're gonna push that up, and just gonna get some help here. Just gonna apply a little bit of pressure. That will come down, and now this should just come forward. And if I need to, just take the rubber side, that comes out. Just like that. Now we're going to install the rail scales. So a little trick, if you can get your M-lock screws to go vertical, then you just fit it in. So you already have it screwed in there. You don't have to start from scratch. And you just put them inside like so. Now you just screw it to where they go horizontal, okay? Just like that. That one's in there. And that one's in there. And there you go. Now they're both inside, and you have awesome looking scale rail M-lock handguards. All right guys, so this lower handguard, I am not going to show how I put it back on video because it was so hard to take off and put on, but essentially you did not need to take this part off of the lower handguard furniture from the original. You could just take the TDI handguard and place it into the slot that's built out down here and push it in. Then this has to come forward, and then this little pin, this little guy, I don't want to ever have to deal with this guy again. So essentially this was in reverse position, and in order to get it to this position, it had to sit perfectly on a little half circle divot inside and roll over to be flush with the frame. And let me tell you, it was not easy. So there was some very unflattering poses involved, and hammering that went into it. And you definitely want to use a hammer with a rubber mallet that is not going to ruin a whole lot of the metal on the exterior of the handguard and on the components of the firearm. So this finally, this little pin right here is finally flush on the opposite reverse side, and this handguard is not coming off, like ever. Okay, now the other fun part. Removing the gas block from the upper handguard. Kat, I'm trying to make a video. You're kind of blowing up my spot right now. So in order to remove the gas block, essentially what you got to do, you take a nifty wrench, put it around here, make that nice and flush with that, and then you're going to grip it in a really weird way, and this will turn. Okay, and then essentially finally come off of it. And should come off at some point. It is slowly coming off, and there you go. So, all right, back to work. We're almost at the finish line. So we're gonna take our Khyber Customs upper handguard, and you have to place it on the opposite side that the placements, the half moon placements on the front are. So you might think that it goes over this, but it actually meets end to end. We just squeeze it in place. Make sure it's nicely on there. Once the radiuses are good to go and you have it nicely on there, opposite sides, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn it. So this might be the part that is gonna require a lot more muscle for me. So, all right, so to get this in place, I'm not gonna lie, it required me to resort to, again, some unflattering positions and extra help. So a little tip, if you want to do this a lot better, put on a glove, put this part in a vise, and then you're gonna turn it to get it flush on top of the gas tube. Now we can install it and finish the video and finally see what the finished product's gonna look like. So we'll go ahead and put this back in place. I'm gonna get my little hammer here, push that back again. Okay, kind of already fell off. So this goes in first. And that just pops in place. Okay, now we'll put our bolt carrier group back inside. There we go. Put our spring back inside, and then finally our dust cover back on. So I feel like the dust cover can be the trickiest part. I like to just push this in, bring this down. There we go. Wow, we finished it. The Zastava ZPAP92 with the TDI lower handguard, the rail scale, M-lock scales, the Khyber Customs handguard, and the JMac muzzle brake. I do have a aim point acro on here and a SB Tactical 1913 brace on here. So there you have it, finished product, and it looks sick. I love the finished product. It was not easy. So when you see these things on Instagram and all these people showing off their guns, They obviously have a lot of practice putting these together, and just know that it is definitely harder than it looks. So, but managed to do it. So there we go.